I just didn't expect all of this to happen.
Nicole Scherzinger was taking the world by storm in the 2000s and early 2010s. From the Pussycat Dolls to the X Factor, it seemed like she was on top of the world. But Nicole never quite broke into the realm of Hollywood, and in recent years, she's been dwindling in popularity. Recently, on the cusp of a major comeback, Nicole talked about how she was discarded by Hollywood. But what did she have to say? And how big is this comeback of hers going to be? Let's dive into it. Nicole's monumental comeback started in the musical theater realm around 2014. That year, she starred in Andrew Lloyd Webber's West End revival of Cats. Nicole played the role of Grisabella, one of the most prominent roles in the show, who sings the show-stopping ballad, Memory. For her role in the production, Nicole was nominated for a Laurence Olivier Award for Best Actress in a Supporting Role. But she neglected to return for the Broadway revival and instead opted to pursue her career in TV. According to Vulture, Andrew Lloyd Webber was very frustrated when Nicole turned down this role. He said, "I was disappointed, really for her, because I do think she would have had a very good chance of winning the Tony that year." He said that he really believed in her. Still, Nicole chose to continue her tenure on the reality TV competition, The X Factor. After turning down the chance to return as Grisabella, she expressed regret over her own decision. Shortly after Andrew made his comments, Nicole said that it was her fault entirely. For several years after this, she still found some sort of success through a TV career. In 2017, she starred in a TV musical remake of the hit 1987 movie, Dirty Dancing. The remake was not received very well. Then, in 2021, she starred in another hit musical turned into a TV special, Annie. This special fared much better with fans and critics alike, but it still wasn't the comeback Nicole needed. Perhaps her most successful run over the past several years came in the form of The Masked Singer, on which Nicole was a judge from 2019 to 2023. But her biggest shot at a comeback was dropped at her feet around 2023. Despite their initial disagreement, Nicole would be back to work on a big project for Andrew Lloyd Webber. According to Variety, she was initially shocked when director Jamie Lloyd offered her the role of Norma Desmond in his West End revival of Sunset Boulevard. Nicole said, "First of all, I still look great under bright lights, and isn't that an older woman who is like an old relic?" Sunset Boulevard is a musical initially written by Andrew in the 1990s, and it premiered around the same time. The show follows an aging starlet as she descends into madness, and it was based on a 1950 Billy Wilder movie of the same name. Originally, the main role of Norma Desmond was played by Patti LuPone, and then Glenn Close. Glenn started the role on Broadway and actually won a Tony Award for her portrayal. So, needless to say, when Nicole was offered to revive this role in a new run, she would be filling the shoes of legends. Despite her initial hesitance to take on the role of Norma Desmond, Nicole eventually found herself connecting with the role and the music of the show. She said that she felt the music was something she may have written on her own, and it compelled her to take the part. She then said that when she began to dive into it, she also found herself connecting with the role. In her interview with Variety, Nicole said that Norma was a very passionate character. She continued, "She's in love with her art, and there's nothing tragic or pitiful about that." Nicole's run on the West End with this role was a smashing success, with her actually winning an Olivier Award. And now she's set to reprise the role on Broadway with previews starting in September. It would seem that Nicole is once again set to take the world by storm. In recent interviews, she has been breaking down what her journey in Hollywood was like. Throughout her press junket for the upcoming Broadway return of the show, she has been relating her own journey with stardom to Norma's journey. In the same interview with Variety, Nicole said that she knew what it was like to be the new hot thing on the block. She also knows that this can disappear pretty fast. This is very similar to Norma Desmond's journey on the show as she grapples with her fading stardom. In another recent interview with People, Nicole discussed Hollywood with her director, Jamie Lloyd. Throughout the interview, Jamie praised Nicole's performance and her willingness to become vulnerable for the role. According to Nicole, much like Norma, she's not a stranger to not reaching her full industry potential. Over the years, she has grappled with a lot of people telling her that she's past her prime. But Nicole says that this is the most prime she's ever felt, and she's playing the role of a lifetime. Based on all of these interviews, it would seem that Nicole feels that she's on top of the world. She said that she's never felt this strong. She feels like this is the best time for her to create something meaningful. And this comes in spite of all the struggles she's gone through in Hollywood. Despite all of those no's being thrown her way, Nicole never gave up, and it's leading to a major career resurgence right now. In the interview, Jamie said that Nicole's unique position in Hollywood was one of the major reasons why he casted her. He described it as an instinct that called him to put Nicole in this unique position. Jamie also said that as the production continues, it's getting hard to distinguish Norma and Nicole, almost as if this was a role that Nicole was destined to play from the start of her career. Both the characters and the actress have suffered unimaginable tragedies at the hands of Hollywood. But now it would seem that Nicole has found a unique and fulfilling avenue to share her story with the world. During the interview, Jamie went on to say to Nicole, "I just had this real strong instinct that you'd have this connection to this material." He admitted that he thought that she would understand the character really well because of her own experiences. And it would seem that Jamie's instinct has fully paid off, with Nicole reaching massive levels of success. Everyone she's worked with throughout this process, including Jamie, Andrew, and her fellow stars, has gone on to praise her work and her attitude. While Nicole suffered a great tragedy and was passed up by Hollywood, it would seem that she's found a deeper calling. Maybe Nicole's place all along was on the stage, belting out Broadway ballads. Ahead of her Broadway debut, there's a lot of anticipation for Nicole's award-winning performance. Many are even predicting that she will receive a Tony nomination or the actual award itself for her work. While with People, Nicole said, "This is a moment in my life I'll never forget. My life has changed because of this show already." And her life is set to change even more when this show starts its initial run. Sunset Boulevard starts initial Broadway previews on September 28th, 2024, and the show will start official performances on October 20th, 2024. It will be exciting to see how it all goes for Nicole. But for now, what do you guys think about all this? Are you surprised by how much Nicole went through in Hollywood? And are you looking forward to her comeback? Let me know in the comments below.